Guys, I don't know whether you watched, the Black Stars, but at a point it was a pain to the eye watching Ghana's Black Stars. And I asked myself, I didn't understand why someone like Kudus wasn't starting. You have your best players and you keep them on the bench. And you're using a 34-year-old man. 34 years. I mean, depending when he was 34, he retired from the Black Stars. Did he still wants to go and play AFCON? He can't even run.
I mean, for me, I think it's more of performance than age. Because if we had Lionel Messi in our team, I would want Messi to start. Not because he's any younger, but because he's still playing very well at that level. I mean, since the start of the year, when they moved to Nottingham, he has not played more than 45 minutes. So it's very difficult in a game.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to understand how he managed to get onto the starting lineup, and especially when after 45 minutes, it was quite obvious that he was not giving us options up front. It's really a mystery that he played the full 90. And the 3 matches that I've seen of Chris Hilton so far, I really don't think he looks any different than the previous coaches that we've had. I think it's time to take very tough decisions and simply get some players either off the team completely, or at least they should not be starting out.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't have a problem with the day you playing for the Black Stars. He's a good leader, but today you should not be playing 90 minutes. You're right.
Absolutely.
His energy levels are low. Jordan can play 90 minutes. I don't have a problem with Jordan. At least he can run back, he tracks back, he runs, so that's okay. But today, Dede Ayew doesn't have the kind of energy you need to be playing football competitively. He doesn't have it. I mean, surprisingly, at 34, he's aged all of a sudden. I make the point again because, look, a lot of our players, we know, a lot of our Black Stars players who are pretending to be 28, 29, some of them are past 34. But Dede is 34.
Yeah.
After all, he was born in France. So I am surprised that his energy levels has dwindled that quickly. But the point is that in today's Black Stars, it's either you bring Dede in the 60th minute, or if you want him to show leadership from the beginning after the first half, you tell him to go and relax. When it became obvious for Wayne Rooney that his form had gone down, what did he do? He became a coach. That's how you do it. I don't know why he still wants to be playing for the Black Stars. Really, I think that we should be having that conversation with him that he should be doing 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes in the Black Stars like he does for Nottingham Forest.
I mean, I don't think we really have a very good team as we pride ourselves. I don't think our Black Stars is as good as we think they are. Personally, I mean, the caliber of players that we have, how many of them play at the highest level, apart from maybe Partey and then one or two. Leicester is now back in the Championship, and some of our players are not playing at the highest level. Selection is still an issue. I still believe that there's influence regarding how players are selected to play for the Black Stars and all of this. So all of this come together, and then the impacts or the effects of that is what we see on the field. Madagascar is not any big footballing nation that we should struggle to beat them. Yeah. And then we struggled. Parading our best 11, we couldn't win the game. And now we have to slug it out with our next opponent before we can be guaranteed qualification. So that what this means is that if you're unable to beat them, we will not play in the next AFCON. That will be a disaster. Personally, I think that our Black Stars, after the episode in Brazil, they are here to really live up to that billing. And that is having an impact on them. Selection is an issue. I don't believe that the players that we call are the best that we have. But clearly somebody is pulling strings. And until we are able to deal with the root cause of our team, we won't go for. Personally, I don't have any faith in this Black Stars team. And my faith actually went out completely after the Brazil episode. I think that most of them are motivated by money rather than the sacrifice they are supposed to exhibit for the country.